Hi everyone from my group, from Femme Fire Society. I'm very happy to be here, and I've been attempting a few times actually to get online, so I'm not too sure what's going on, whether it's the internet or whether there's some kind of glitch that's happening. So thank you for being here, and I wanted to come on and bring this topic forward because I've been having lots of conversations with women, and I'm finding the same thing sort of happening, and I felt called to share this because it's crucial. You know, as a woman that understands energy, that's worked, that's done a lot of inner work for years. I want to be able to share little things, little nuggets of treasure, so that you can maybe apply that in your own life. And they're just little brief tips that as part of the brief tips that I mentioned, that I was going to be bringing forward. So if you do come on, say hi. My energy is not absolutely flamboyant today, but it's actually very rested, and it's very within, very contained. So I'm very at peace. So I'm sure that you can pick that up. You can sense that. So the question today is, how can I remain in flow? When I say in flow, that's got everything to do with our feminine energy, and it's really the planetary. I really feel that the planet is requiring and challenging women. You know, it's challenging all of us to connect more to our feminine energy. So how are we doing this? Because if we don't have the awareness, if we don't have this internal awareness, then the question is, it is likely that there's a lot of resistance, and that you may be feeding more the negative energy, more so than, as opposed to focusing on using that energy in order to harness your creative energy, harness your sexual energy, your self-love, your self-care, and allow yourself to move through doing that inner work, to move through those obstacles. So I wanted to share with you how it is that I kind of find myself recentering. The answer to that is, a lot of it is really learning to connect with your intuition, connecting with your inner voice. Now, I'll give a little introduction before I get back into this topic. So my name is Vanessa Mariano, and my background is Italian. I'm Italian from South Italy, and I combine with my work linguistics. I combine my linguistics background, where I combine ancient Egyptian wisdom through Romance languages. And in fact, I do use a lot of Italian mantra, and there's a scientific reason behind all of this, and it's all to help you to raise your vibration and to help stimulate your mind in a certain way, so that the law of attraction works for you, and so that you can really start to live and to feel into your desires. Now, I also, so there's two aspects. There's the aspect of language, and there's also the aspect of the body and movement. So I help you to, through certain movements, to allow this energy to move through you, and for you to connect to your power channel. I also bring a lot about topics about timeless awareness, timeless action, and timeless language, and this all encompasses bringing you back into the present moment, into the now, where you can really harness that feminine energy. Now, something beautiful that I want to share with you is that I will be having on Kay Ehrlich. She's a Croatian woman, and she's a healer and an author, and she's very knowledgeable about the two feminine energies and the two masculine energies that are in our body and that are on the planet. And this is something that not a lot of people talk about. She's actually very gifted as a healer. And we were on the phone before, we had a conversation, and we're thinking about having an interview where I will be bringing some questions to her, so that she can share with you and a bit of knowledge about these energies. And you don't necessarily have to pack it all on. I just feel that it's a great platform, this, to bring this education forward, so that you can just kind of have it there and allow yourself to sort of digest it in your own time. Okay, so that is going to be coming up. As I bring up these tips, I just want to make you aware that these little things that we can bring into our everyday life that can keep us on track, and that can get us to lean with more ease towards what is essential for us to lean on in order to get the support that we need. So I'm a healer activator, language and passion coach, and we all need support. We all need, I went through this transition, I changed home, and I noticed how my nervous system really was, had been affected. And I'm a firm believer that everything that happens in our reality is a reflection of what's going internally, if we are triggered, right? So this caused me to look inward, and this is why I'm having this open conversation, because we are all going through this journey, right? We are all going through this journey of up-leveling. We're all at different stages, and the thing that saves me, I find, is that I do have the resources and the tools, and what my mission is to help you to make you aware of these resources, so that you can see that there are resources for you to reach out to. And sometimes resources are not enough. Sometimes we do need, as healers, we do need the support as well. So we all do need a helping hand, support, that mirror, somebody that can hold that space, and someone that can guide us. And I have to say that the moments where I grew faster, not that there is a shortcut to anything, but it's just incredible, the rate at which you do grow in that moment where you do have that support. Okay, so I encourage you to reach out to me if you find yourself in a space where you are going through some level of transition. I know that circumstances are really challenging us to bathe more and to fold more into our heart, more into our feminine energy. And a lot of people don't know how to do that because they haven't been taught. A lot of people haven't been taught, and everything that I know I've learned. I've had a few examples growing up, but a lot of it has, I've actually packed it on through knowledge and resources that I've gathered, and through incredible spiritual teachers that I've had as well. So I just want you to, right now, if you can just close your eyes and take a deep breath in your lower belly, and just allow yourself to be in the space. Allow yourself to just be in the space. And as a reminder, I come forward today in this video to call out to the higher forces. I don't know who is religious, whether you believe in God and source, to call the higher sources to support you, to assist you in this process that you are going through. Whether you see what it is or whether you don't, if you don't see what it is that you are needing to, or wanting to kind of work through to reach that inner peace, then ask. It's all about asking. It's all about believing. It's all about being open to receiving. And this is what the course that is coming up is going to be about, to help you to be in a space where you are connecting with your creative channel, how to harness that creative channel so that it's not consistently burnt out. A big lesson for me was to learn that it wasn't my responsibility, other people's results and growth, it wasn't my responsibility. My responsibility was solemnly how I choose to show up today. So the question is, how can I remain in flow? And for me to share with you how I bring myself back to center is to bring yourself in the space where I invited you to take part of as you took that deep breath. So to be in that space and to be open and to be asking. And when you are asking, it means that you are demonstrating, in a way, you're in the act of gratitude as well, because you know you are in the act of love, of self-love, and you know in that moment that you are heard, that you are listened to, that you are supported. Okay, so I'm going to keep the video brief today. So another thing that I wanted to add is so bringing myself back to center and reconnecting with my, making sure that I am in flow with my feminine energy is all so that everything works for me, so that I continue to move closer to my desires, live in my desires, right? And that just means operating from that magnetic energy, so that you are, magnetic energy is really captivating, so that you can attract that special love, you can attract that dream job that you want in your life, you can bring closer Also, it becomes more clear to you what your purpose is in your life. So you become a magnet. You become a magnet to life. I don't talk a lot about the law of the universe as per se, but I do, but my teachings do kind of encompass a lot about the concept of the law of attraction, right? So allow yourself to connect deeper with you so that the universe can hear you, understands you, can cooperate with you, okay? And the trick, the secret is to connect to your inner wisdom, to trust your mentor. So I'm here, so PM me if you're wanting to get that clarity, if you are wanting to get that support, if you are not wanting to be sucked in through this negativity. And if you do want to develop ways of knowing how to grow through that, then connect with me and I will see whether the program that I'm putting together can benefit you. All right, so for the rest of it, I wish you a really beautiful evening, a beautiful day. I was waiting to see if anybody came on, but nobody seems to have come on as yet. If you do come on, I would ask you to say hi and to share in the comments where you are connecting from. And if you want to share your way of kind of coming back to center, if you do have a way that supports you in coming back to your center. So more on these soul conversations about flow and feminine flow. And the more we share, the more we are able to then support one another, right? So I will always encourage that. So I'm going to send you a lot of love and I'm going to see you again very soon. Bye for now.